as a huge fan of the Mission Impossible franchise, I mean, it's probably like the best, most consistent series of action movies. I hate to say it, man, but Mission Impossible Final Reckoning is complete dog shit. If it was a genre defining moment, it would be a genre of inaction movies. I swear to you, the first 90 minutes, if you're going to go see this movie, just take your showtime, add 80 or 90 minutes, go then. Because not shit happens in the first 90 minutes, really. I'm going to try to keep this review mostly general, and then at the end, I'm going to get into some spoilers. There's a hand combat fighting sequence fairly early on with Haley Atwell's character and Tom Cruise. And rather than like show the whole thing play out, it cuts to her reactions of Tom hitting these guys. So it just plays out as a gag rather than actually being badass, which is not really a tone I like, especially for the first action sequence. And it's the only action sequence you get for those first at least 70 to 90 minutes before things pop off. The first 90 minutes, it's all exposition. It's all just info dump, recapping the first movie, doing a highlight reel of the first, 7 movies. It's all really just completely unnecessary. And when it does get into the action, they're just doing what they should be doing from the last movie is finding that submarine. Why all the buildup? Let's just get into it. It's ridiculous. It's just talking and talking, and it's so self-aggrandizing that there's just these slow shots, characters walking, characters talking, and just blaring this orchestral music. It's so obnoxious. Like, it acts like every shot and every scene is the most important thing you will ever see, and it is not. It's almost like Tom Cruise or this production company, they see the Mission Impossible franchise as like superhero films, like they think they're Marvel or something. So they keep doing like these callbacks and these references and bring back old characters that I swear to God nobody on earth asked for, except for maybe like the actors from the first movie that just need another paycheck. There's people you'd barely recognize they bring back. And they even like they advertise that everything has led up to this moment, like it's the most important thing. But they didn't do the work to build up to this moment. Most of the films were just loosely connected until, obviously Dead Reckoning and Final Reckoning are strongly connected, but the connections to any movies before are pretty loose. So now they just retcon things and they bring back somebody from the first movie, and it's complete coincidence. It makes no sense for this guy to be there. And then if you remember from The Dark Knight Rises, at the end, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character reveals, "Oh, my name's Robin." And it's like, did they do something like that, where they rename a character from a previous character, and it's like, who gives a shit? Like, it does not help the story. It's completely bogus. It's retconning. Another one of the biggest problems is, like, the movie is stuffed with characters that I swear you don't know their names. Like, no one knows who these people are. There's like a black guy from the previous movie, that assassin chick Paris from the previous movie, who was kind of a weird character and didn't fit anyway. Oh, now she's part of the squad. It makes no sense. You're stuffing in these new characters and giving them nothing to do. They're literally given busy work. Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, it's a one-man show. Anytime they need something for the squad to do, they just give them busy work. The villain shows up and gives them a nuke to defuse. And a nuke that the villain knows they know how to defuse. He's just slowing them down. The good things to say about this movie, man, it's few and far between. I would say the submarine sequence underwater was probably a highlight, at least from like a cinematography point of view. I mean, it looked incredible, and apparently they built like the world's largest underwater set to do this and created like hand signals and everything. So like, man, it pains me to criticize the movie so harshly because I know how much work they put into it. I mean, even doing short films is like a pain in the ass. I can't imagine this kind of production and the work that Tom Cruise puts in. But man, it just doesn't work if the script is dog shit, and it's dumb. Like, the script is horrible. The villain is bad. Well, really, the main villain is the AI, And that's such an impersonal, just not fun villain to see. And if this entity has infected all of cyberspace, all of the internet, you'd think it would be interacting with Ethan in some way, fucking with him. Like think of like a game like Watch Dogs or something, where like you can like shut off the traffic lights and other things. None of that. It's like that. You would think the AI could cause some catastrophic problems for Ethan, but no, they don't really interact in any way. And like I said before, like the movie being self-aggrandizing and seeing itself as like a superhero movie, it really does. Like they, everyone in the movie at some point basically says only Ethan Hunt can do this. Only he can. Even the U.S. government's like giving up on like any other military operation or anything. They're just like, we got to send in Ethan. And dude, the build up for the underwater sequence was agonizing. I mean, they explain in probably 3-4 different scenes about how he can't go too fast. He'll get the bends. It's cold. It's like, well, no shit. We live on planet Earth. We know we can't breathe underwater. We know about the bends. You don't have to explain all this. Literally, I'm like holding in my piss because it's been an hour and a half. And I'm like, something's got to happen eventually. And then I see Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt on the treadmill training to go underwater. And I'm like, dear God, they are dragging this shit out. So yeah, I go to take a piss, and then of course some action pops off. So I'm about to get into spoilers, and if you watch this far, hopefully I haven't spoiled anything yet. But man, just go in with lowered expectations, like, or don't go at all. Like no one could tell me that, and I would listen. Like I would still go see it for myself. But if you're a smarter, stronger person than I am, please just save your money. Wait till it's streaming on Paramount Plus in like a couple months or whatever. It'll be much better that way. You can pause, take a piss, take a shit. So going into spoilers, it's ridiculous the retcons they make in this movie. Like I briefly mentioned, they do bring up the rabbit's foot for Mission Impossible 3, which had a label of biohazard on it, I believe. I guess that was just like a deflection tactic or something because it's not a biochemical weapon at all. So yeah, that's kind of a ridiculous, unnecessary tie-in. Like I kind of liked it being mysterious what the rabbit's foot is that you don't know. So I don't think it's necessary to retcon that. It doesn't really help the movie in any way other than it's trying to tie in to everything's led up to this, which they just pulled out of their ass at the last minute. And then I can't remember if he's FBI or I guess he's probably a CIA agent that's on Ethan Hunt's trail. I forget the actor's name, gray-haired dude. It turns out that his name is not his real name. His actual name is Jim Phelps. He's the son of Jim Phelps from the original movie. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Like, how does that help anything? I do not get it. And again, I'm a huge fan. I own all the movies on Blu-ray. I rewatched them all recently. I might do a tier list or a ranking soon. But I love these movies. But like, I do not care about this shit. I do kind of like that to see. He plays Milchek from Severance. Really cool, man. I love Severance. I like that guy. Man, he's a weird fit in this movie. He's supposed to be some kind of colonel. I forget the rank, but he's in charge of the submarine, and he just talks so softly, and he keeps calling Tom Cruise Mister.
Godspeed, Mister.
Mister, Mister, you're gonna die down there.
Godspeed, Mister.
It sounds like he's gonna drop to his knees and suck Ethan's cock. If I'm honest, it sounds like he's gonna fillet this dude. It's weird. It's why, like, it's so weird. But I mean, to be honest, the plane chase dogfight that you've probably seen in the trailers, that would probably be the highlight of the film. But it pales in comparison to Fallout. We saw this with helicopters, and it was done much better. It's kind of awkward because they're in these brightly colored planes with no weapons, so they're just kind of like lightly bashing into each other to like try to damage them more than they damage themselves. Tom actually doing the stunts like really pays off because like it looks incredible. At one point, the villain, he's hanging out of a plane, and you can tell that actor does not have the balls to be up there. No hate, I fucking wouldn't do it either. But you can see a stark difference between Tom Cruise really doing the stunt and them faking it with the other actor. So it just does not work out in that way. And then, obviously, Ethan Hunt's going to get the best of the villain, knocks him out of the plane. Or no, he starts to jump. But like his death, supposedly the most important villain of the series here, his death is a gag. he accidentally bangs his head on the plane as he jumps out and dies. It's like they really play up for laughs in a few moments when I feel like I would just rather it be badass. I don't know, maybe that's why I like Mission Impossible 2 and everyone hates it, but it was just a little bit too goofy in places. And it just doesn't make a lot of sense because the villain's like, haha, Ethan, I have the only parachute. Good luck. But there is another parachute in the plane, and Tom Cruise just takes it. It's weird, because you would think Tom Cruise might jump out and like have to pull the parachute off of him or something. I don't know. Maybe they thought that was too predictable, but I think it would have been better because it just didn't really make sense. And then in the finale, it's so lame because it plays out just like any other one of the movies that like, oh, he saves the day, he's alive. They all meet up in a town square and just kind of nod and smile at each other and then walk away. Big deal. Who gives a shit? Also, we don't see his previous wife, Julia, at all, which I would like that to be acknowledged in some way. Yeah, really, this is just hands down the worst, most disappointing Mission Impossible movie. I know people are going to be like, it's worse than 2? Yes, it's worse than Mission Impossible 2. Mission Impossible 2 wasn't that bad. I know everyone likes to think of everything from that era, Nickelback, Creed, whatever. You roll your eyes, oh, it was cringe, oh, everything's extreme. Dude, Mission Impossible 2, yeah, it sticks out like a sore thumb in this franchise. Tonally, style-wise, it does not fit. But dude, the movie's badass. So give it another chance. Anyways, Final Reckoning, complete dog shit.